So guys, Blender 5.2 is out, and in this video I will be showing you its new sculpting tools and how we can use it on practical examples. And I will be using this character that I did myself. So I have a character here and I will be experimenting on it. I will switch to sculpt mode, and here what we can see, if we will click here, we will get the tools palette as always, and we have a new sculpting tool here which is named Scene Project. This is the main update in Blender 5.2. So this sculpting tool works mainly as a shrink wrap modifier, but it has a little bit more control. Let's say I want to add a skirt to this female character. I need to first hide these hairs. Just hit H, and I will select this lower part of the torso, of the body, isolate it, and I need to create a cylinder, scale it down, go to the right view, scale it down, and I will put it here. From this cylinder I will be making her skirt, but what we need for her skirt needs to be following her body shapes. So in the edit mode, I will first remove these two faces and select these lower edges, and we'll do this. And in previous Blender versions, what I was doing here, so first I will add an edge loop. I would add an edge loop, but I will do the same with the edge loops here because anyways we need a lot of resolution. And after that, I will go to the sculpt view, sculpt mode, take the grab tool, and simply I would try to adjust here the shapes of this cylinder to the shape that I need manually. But now with this new tool, we can combine these two tools, the grab tool and scene project tool. With scene project, we can just project this object to the body of the character. And you can see that it's getting her shapes. And even if this part is sinking in the body, we can just use this tool and it will be. This part I would use grab. So G to grab and just move it a little bit in. And sometimes we will be having this kind of issues. So we can combine it with the smooth tool, just hold shift and we can use it. Also, we need to note that here under the tool settings, not of the grab brush, but of the scene project, we have here the ray direction. We need to change it to plain normal sometimes if it's not working properly. Now what we can do here, we can come back to the object mode. By the way, I have noticed some issue here, so we can fix it with the smooth tool. Just smoothing it out. And next I just decided to align a little bit closer the skirt to the character's body using the exactly same techniques that I showed, mixing the grab, smooth and scene project tools. All right, now what we can do here, we can go and add a modifier. Generate, I need solidify because I need some thickness the skirt, yeah, and we have thickness. And after that also I will add subdivision surface, Control 2, or maybe if I want more, Control 3. I will go and apply, and go to the sculpt mode and fix it again. Now we have more resolution and more possibilities to play with the shapes here. Looking pretty good. Now if I will come back, I can see that now she's having skirt. I want to adjust it in the back, it will be no problem. Also here I can pull manually with the grab tool. And now we need really quick skirt. I will just give it a color quickly. Use the color filter to make it black. And Alt H to bring back the hairs. We can apply it, for example, also for something like the mask for the head. Yeah. So I will isolate again the head. For example, I want to cover the lower part of the face. So let me create a plane. This is way too big. I'll rotate it from the side view. Scale it in the Z-axis. And I will up the resolution. And apply. Because we need more polygons to wrap it around her face. In the sculpt mode, you see my brush here is a little bit distorted because I need to apply transformation. So Control A, all transforms. Go back to the sculpt mode and select our brand new scene project, and we can project it on her face. But the issue is that the sides are not projecting. Let's try it other way. Let's create a plane. Rotate it in the 90 degrees. Scale it in the Z-axis. First, we need to add subdivisions to get some more polygons to work with. And then let's apply simple deform modifier and bend. Bend, apply transformations, and it works. We can change its angle. Actually, I needed to rotate it like so and scale it like so. I scale it down, and now I will put it on her face. I can bend it even more. We need to first apply modifier and then apply transformations and go back to sculpt mode. And now we can use simple deform modifier. We can again combine with smoothing and deforming. So here I did everything same. The only thing that I need to mention is that Scene Project brush works best when you use it from the front. If you will be applying it from the side, you can get unexpected results, as you can see here in the video. And I'm already satisfied, and it's already looking very nice. I just need to apply multi-resolution, and let's add solidify modifier to give it a thickness. Again, in the sculpt mode, I can add it a dark color. Next, in the sculpt mode, they have added finally the add tool, which is very cool because now we can just click left mouse button and click and hold, and let's say add a cone. I want to add a cone here on her knuckles. We can hold and adjust the size and do this. And when we are creating this area that you see with the squares, it's adjusting to the surface. So we can create one here, that direction, and we can create one here, and it will be extruded to the top. You see, so it's extruding according to the surface on which you are going to create this object. So what we can do here, if we switch back to the object mode, we can see that it became the part of this head. And let me show it to you on this example. Let's again select this one. And we can go and symmetrize it. And we have on her both shoes. And what we can even do here, we can remesh it right away. And we'll join with this main part. So, and then we can just smooth everything. And it will become part of the shoes. One more thing that I want to mention here with this tool, that we can rotate it after we have made it. let's say I have added one more here, and then I will go to the edit mode, hover over and hit L to select this one, and I can rotate it, which is quite nice. And if I want to make it a separate object in the edit mode, I need to hit P and selection. Now this spike is a separate object and I can delete it. Now the next thing that I wanted to show you, in Blender 5.2, after doing the remesh operation, the painted vertex color on the mesh will not distort, unlike in the previous versions. So what does that mean? So I'm in Blender 5.1 right now. You can see it here in the bottom right corner. And let's remesh these eyes and see what will happen. So I will go to the sculpt mode and voxel size is 0.1 and control R. Okay, that's too small. Let's say I want to move to the higher poly count level and 0.001. And what we can see here, that now it's looking pixelated. So I go back, Control Z and Control Shift Z. It became 900,000 polygons from 63,000, and it's looking even worse than it was. Now let's go back to the Blender 5.2. I'm in Blender 5.2. We can now take her eyes, isolate it, and let's make exactly same value here, 0.001, and remesh. And we can't notice even the change. Now it completely preserved the painted shape with the higher polygons level, which is amazing. To be honest, I suffered from it a lot. Let's say I sculpted something like the same eye, and then I want to repaint it. I want to go to the higher resolution level, and I use remesh, and I need to do the repaint. Now you don't have to. There are also small changes in color filter. If we pick the color filter, we can see here they have now two colors. And in the previous version, there was only one option. So this thing was working like that. You select, let's say, red color, and you want to paint it to the red. So you click on the left mouse button and just drag it only to the right. If you drag it to the left, it won't be working. So it worked like that. Now you can just click somewhere else and it will paint all the object into the color that you have selected. Now it has two colors here. I have selected here for the second color, the blue one. If you hold Control and click somewhere else, you will get the blue color. If you will hold Control, if you will select the red color and hold Control and drag, it will be changing the colors between these two colors, between red and blue in this case. All right, guys, this is everything that I wanted to show you today. If you are interested in learning sculpting, I have some courses. The link will be in the description, Sculpting in Blender. And also, if you like this video, just hit like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.